God, my yesterday's gone. All my sins are forgiven. I've been washed by the blood. Amen.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Longview Municipal Court. My name is Kirby Hewitt, and I'm the court administrator. My chief responsibility is to manage operations and administrative functions of the clerk's office right next door to provide support for the municipal judge who is son to me, Terry Jackson. Terry needs a little introduction, but I did ask him for a little bit of a bio to share with you all. I went to his office a couple of days ago and I said, Terry, I need your bio. And he presents me with this document, and I thought, boy, this is probably going to be exactly what I need. Started out something like this. Terry was born in Podunk, Texas. I chuckled and read on. It continued. He ran moonshine for his Uncle Bo until he is arrested, and the judge gave him two options, prison or law school. While Terry and I did get a good laugh out of this, I'm not so sure it wasn't too far from the truth. Now, Terry really is proud to be right here from Longview. He's been married to Cindy Jackson for 47 years. Now, so Ms. Jackson, I have to let you know, before jury trials, so the prosecutor and the defense get to address the jury panel, tell them a little bit about themselves in the case. And Terry, as the city prosecutor, always tells the jury that Cindy is the love of his life. His family has grown over the years, and there are now about 40 of them that gather at holidays, and I assume some of you are probably here today. He began his employment with the City of Longview Police Department as a police officer in 1977. Became a detective sergeant in crime scene investigations. After 12 years, he decided to make a career change. He decided to go to law school and attended Oklahoma City University. He obtained his Juris Doctorate in 1992 and won the Westlaw American Jurisprudence Award as the best trial attorney amongst his peers at OCU. After obtaining his law degree and passing the bar exam, Terry began employment with the law firm of Fetter, Green, and Associates, then went into private practice for about a year before going to work as an assistant district attorney in Harrison County. Some 25 years ago, Terry was asked to come back to the city of Longview as a city prosecutor and assistant city attorney, and as he always says, he couldn't get back here fast enough. Terry has since prosecuted thousands and thousands of cases, always seeking that justice be done. Those of you that have never had the opportunity to see Terry in action in a trial have certainly missed out. I've known Terry for 4.5 years now, and I've seen him in action several times. Now, normally, as you all know, Terry is a meek and mild man. However, when a defendant gets even slightly out of line, he becomes what I call the honey badger. He'll get you cornered, and he remains fearlessly unrelenting. In fact, I've seen him make defendants cry. I hope none of his family here is. Okay. When he takes the bench on Monday morning, though, his role will have changed, and Terry will no longer be the honey badger. He will be a neutral decision maker, a referee, if you will. His years of experience in this very courtroom have given him a knowledge of the law that is unsurpassed, and his conviction will always lead him to do what is right, fair, and in the best interest of justice. Terry, you and I have had many conversations over the recent months about the future and your vision. You aspire to be a great judge, and I know that you will be just that. I look forward to continuing to serve in Longview Municipal Court alongside you and seeing that your vision is carried out. Ms. Shepard, if you'll come to minister, you have.
All right. Terry, this is quite an honor for me. If you'll put your hand on the Bible, raise your right hand, and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Terry Jackson,
Do hereby solemnly swear
do hereby solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of Municipal Court Judge
of Municipal Court Judge
of the City of Longview
of the City of Longview
and the State of Texas,
and the State of Texas,
and will,
and will,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
preserve,
preserve,
protect, and defend
protect, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States
of the United States
and of this state.
and of this state.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Terry.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hewitt. I look forward to working with you. What a privilege to have the Longview High School Lobo cheerleaders here. And I can tell you, we have a few cheerleaders from my day that are here also. They'll probably want to talk to you afterwards. Thank you so much for being here, and we appreciate each of you that are here. I won't even try to name everyone, but I'm so honored, so privileged. Wow, this is a blessing. And especially the prayer group from PPM have gathered here, and they were the ones that did that wonderful rendition of the song that we use every Tuesday evening when we call somebody on the phone pray for them. The first thing you hear is the song that was sang earlier just then. So we are proud to have them here and grateful for them to be here. I want to speak to you for just a moment, if I could. And the media people are going to have an attack whenever I move that away from me, a little bit. But appreciate them too and all their help they've been. I want to say thank you for being here today to share this special moment with me and my family. Much of my family is here, and as Kirby said, we started out in 1976, the two of us, and now there's 30 or 40 of us that'll gather together at holidays on sometimes. And what an honor it is to have a wonderful family that like I have and wonderful friends. Today I feel like Lou Gehrig, the baseball great, who in 1939, standing in the middle of Yankee Stadium, he lifted his head towards the sky and he said at the last game that he ever would attend, he lifted his eyes to the sky and he said, "Today I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth." I can identify with that. I want to say, first of all, I want to thank several people that have been with me on this journey here. But first, I want to thank my boss. He's a Jewish carpenter, because without him, none of this would be possible. When I was appointed judge by the City Council in February, I was interviewed by a local television station. And I said, I'm thankful to Jesus Christ, and I'm thankful for our City Council for the confidence they've shown in me. I can say no less today. I thank the council, and I believe that all of this will be recorded, and maybe they'll see this on YouTube or wherever Terry Miller puts it. But I want to say thank you to them. I'm grateful for this opportunity that they have given me. And I recognize my bride, as Mr. Hewitt said, of 47 years, and she looks prettier today than the day I married her. And my wonderful family that's been with me, not only with me in this journey, but they've been a constant source of support and encouragement all along the way. As a lawyer, we tend to talk too much, but I'll be brief today. But I want to tell you a story. There were a bunch of hunters. They were attorneys, and they decided to go to South Texas. They decided that they were going to go bird hunting down there. And so they went to South Texas, and they decided first thing they were going to do is rent a hunting dog. And so they go and get this bird dog that's supposed to be the very best bird dog in all of South Texas, maybe all of the country. And they pay $100 a day. Maybe not much now, but it seems like a lot to me still. They paid $100 a day for this dog, and they went out and they had fabulous luck. And they come back and say, when we come back in a year, we want that dog. And so they come back a year later to hunt again. And when they get there, they see this dog. Ebb is his name. And they see this hunting dog. And he's at the back of the line of all the hunting dogs. And they see a price tag on him, only $1 a day. Well, they were curious about that and said, what happened from $100 to $1 a day? And the owner looked and he shook his head and he kicked the dirt and he said, well, these guys from up north, they came down to hunt. They were lawyers. One of them called Ebb judge and said he hadn't worked a day since then. I can promise you that that's not what this judge will do. I realize, though, that the people that really carry the heavy load, that do the work, they're these men and women that are gathered together today. They're here from the clerk's office. And the men and women who are from the police department. The men and women who are firefighters and in code compliance and in developmental services, all areas of the city. And those are the people that carry the heavy load. They do the real work. And you and each of you, as citizens, as students, as people that so much care for the city of Longview, you keep the wheels turning. It's not a judge sitting on the bench, but it's you that have the biggest stake and do the greatest work in keeping this community the community it is, one that we can all be proud of. We hear stories about all the cities round about San Francisco, about Chicago, about Pittsburgh, but I can tell you, Longview, it's a special place. And it's because of all of you working here or living here. I hope this court is always a vital part of this great city, but I'm smart enough to realize that if somehow the court discontinued existing, that it could probably function. The city could function. I hope it never finds out, but it might survive somehow without a judge, but it could never function without you, the city's employees and the citizens that are committed to making this the best city that it can possibly be. I look forward to coming along beside you, working with you for the good of every man, every woman, and every child in this city. I thank each of you who are more than co-workers, and you who are more than just friends, for the opportunity to be the judge of the City of Longview Municipal Court. It's a dream and a blessing. And I'm thankful for this opportunity. As I take the office, I can only tell you that I am serious. I pledge to you that this court will seek to make you proud and to try to make sure that justice is done every day whenever we meet together in this place. To be honest, I'm not a young guy anymore, and I don't plan to be here a lot of years. But while I'm here, I pray that we can set a standard that generations in the future will look back with pride and say, that's how court should be done. That is how court works its very best. That's where justice prevails. That's my desire. I will attempt to daily demonstrate the integrity that you have trusted us to exhibit in this courtroom. And that's one of our core values, and probably the most important. Finally, I do and will realize the value of each individual, and I'll attempt to temper judgment with compassion and treat every member of this great community with the respect that they and you each deserve. The beloved Apostle John summarized it best when he said, "Judge righteous judgment. You have my word. We'll make every effort to do that." So I told you I wouldn't speak long, and I won't, even though it's hard for a lawyer not to. But I thank you so much for your patience, for your help, for your support. And hopefully, Mr. Hewitt, his staff, and I can make you proud of this, the People's Court. And at the end of the day, when my days of judging are done, I can only hope that one day I can stand in that great judgment and hear those special words, those cherished words, "Well done, good and faithful servant." Thank you, my friends. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for being my friends. And I believe that concludes my remarks. At the church, I always say, hug necks because you're friendly. Well, I don't know if you want to hug necks today, but at least shake hands and get to meet everybody that you don't know here. Thank you again for being here.